Gaming!
Peak or Cliff, which do you choose? Well, the developers of Peak, the original game in question, would rather you pirate the game than play this, quote, slop. The developer is pretty upset about Cliff, which, interestingly, when I tried to look up Robot Cliff, because it looks like it maybe used to be called that, it's now changed to Rise. Not to advertise for the game, it's just I kind of wonder if they're trying to dodge legal troubles by changing their name and maybe some stuff about the game itself. Roblox is pretty much constantly ripping off games and successfully getting away with it, and people are making tons of money. Maybe that'll be a special for next week. We need to look into it, how Roblox developers make money, because I'm pretty sure all these games are free to play within Roblox unless they aren't. In Battlefield 6 news, the Battlefield beta has dropped for everyone, or at least will shortly. I've already played a few hours of it. I got early access, and it is quite fun. It's very good. It feels a lot like Battlefield 3 and 4, and if you play those games, you know that's an amazing, incredible thing. Interestingly, Activision isn't worried, and according to this article, there's a feeling of too big to fail surrounding Call of Duty, which is really interesting to me. And if you know anything about hubris and pride, it's usually only apparent in retrospect. So, it'll be interesting to see what actually happens when Black Ops 7 releases, since that's been announced, and Battlefield 6 releases, since the beta is now available, and you couldn't get in at first. There was a freaking queue for the beta. I don't think I've ever experienced this before personally. I've played quite a few betas over the years. The good news is the server capacity is increasing, so the queues are getting longer, but the server capacity is increasing, so that should decrease the time you're waiting in game and also increase the availability of getting in the game on demand and or when you'd like to. Because there will be another week surrounding it, and I don't know if you know about this, but they are changing the modes and the maps. One of the devs over at Battlefield, quote, "It has to be grounded." That is what Battlefield 3 and 4 was. It was all soldiers on the ground. It's going to be like this. I don't think it needs Nicki Minaj. Let's keep it real, keep it grounded. So for everyone that's been complaining and moaning and groaning about Nicki Minaj and Beavis and Butthead being in Call of Duty, not going to be in Battlefield 6, so there you go, enjoy. Relating to censorship, because that's been a big topic recently around killing games and collective shout, GOG gave away a bunch of very concerning games. Postal 2, I'm sure you remember, was in the news. That one's curious, and a lot of these look to be very sexual in nature. Lust Theory, wonder what that's about. These were given away for 48 hours as sort of a protest and standing up against collective shout. And it's like I said last week, everyone can win. I think if anything, maybe there needs to be a committee of some sort of gamers that decides whether or not the content within, if it is beyond just sexual in nature or violent in nature, if it is necessary to the game itself for any reason. This has been